We haven't been given any notice of what's going to happen to this facility. All we know is that end of June, centre gets closed.
It's heartbreaking because everyone that's played here has had so much fun and learned a lot of stuff.
No one has a right to monopolise public space. It just cannot happen.
Language barriers for the guys here is not an issue for us. When you're playing soccer, you're already communicating with each other.
Red team on that side, yellow team on that side. You guys know the rules, all right?
In most Aussie suburbs, on any weeknight or weekend, strangers come together on local fields, pitches and courts to play pick-up sport. With no membership fees or training commitments, people come on a turn-up-and-play basis.
To play for the club sport these days is very expensive. It varies from $1,000 to $2,000. The street soccer that we have here, it means a lot to these guys because most of these guys don't have families here. They get to know other people, make friends, practice with their English, get the ins and outs of what's going on and how to live in Australia.
Informal sport is incredibly important for connecting people in very dense urban spaces. That's particularly important for newcomers to any city and to the marginalised people who live in our cities.
I start play community football because we're part of the group and we're part of family.
We do a lot of drinking after the game sometimes as well, so not always healthy, but definitely good for the social part.
But this come one, come all mentality is under threat.
One of the things that's happening concurrently though is that access to opportunities to play informal sport are decreasing. One of the principal concerns is the monopolisation of playing fields by organised club sport and increasingly private competitions.
They've presented us paperwork saying that we've got no choice but to move. That's it. The community game is ended.
My name is John Owens. I was the lawyer behind the recent litigation regarding the Tallis Reserve against Willoughby City Council and the New South Wales Government.
In 2011, John was repeatedly denied access to tennis courts at his local park because a private company ran them for members only. John took his counsel to court, arguing because the tennis courts were on public land, they should be open to everyone. In a landmark decision, the Supreme Court ruled the arrangement unlawful and ordered the courts to be open to the public.
And what people don't understand is that virtually every park that they see, every piece of open space in their society would be Crown land. That is usually held on trust for various public purposes.
That means the public has a right to use and enjoy public spaces without the interference from sporting clubs and private companies.
We should never forget the likes of Cricket Australia, Football Federation of Australia, Aussie Rules. These sporting associations are worth a lot of money. They should not be allowed to hijack public facilities.
So local council, they're getting it wrong. In part it's financial pressures, in part it's to do with a lack of good consultation with very marginalised communities.
99% of Filipinos play basketball. So when they come to Sydney, they look for basketball court straight away. First thing they'll know, Rudy Hill, and that's the heart of basketball right here. This facility has been used by Filipino community for 21 years now. Basketball happens here almost 7 days a week. You just rock up, all you gotta do is make sure you play friendly.
In 2015, the community was told the YMCA was moving in and the basketball games had to stop. Although the YMCA pulled out of this arrangement, the street ballers have once again been told the courts are closing. This time, the council blamed refurbishment.
We haven't been given any notice of what's going to happen to this facility. All we know is that end of June, centre gets closed. When this closes, pretty much the meeting point ends. I know there's Facebook, but here you get to actually meet each other and mingle and actually exchange ideas.
It's literally like the only place that me and my mates can come and like chill out and like just do what we love. And it'll just be a shame to lose such a great place.
It feels like that the council's not really thinking of what is the best for the community. It's more like what's best for the council.
This is a community centre and it should not be profitable. It should be run as for the community and to serve the community. That's how I feel.
The best thing for them to do is to organise themselves into a group and try to exert political pressure on the councillors.
If this community didn't continue on, these guys will have nothing left.
This is pretty much all we have. For this to be lost, we don't have any more things to call our own.